On Thursday, June 21st, the Belize Tourism Board held its groundbreaking ceremonies for the San Pedro Sunset Boardwalk and Water Taxi Terminal. The project, although frowned upon by many local fishermen, consists of the remodeling of the old football field and the rehabilitation of Caribena, Shark and Buccaneer Streets. The groundbreaking ceremonies took place at the old football field and had the attendance of members of the Belize Tourism Board, San Pedro Town Council, and members of the contracting company hired for the project. Mayor Daniel Guerrero was present and offered the welcome address.
This very important tourism project, funded by the IDB, marks a defining step in the right direction taken by the Ministry of Tourism and Culture in accomplishing one of the many goals outlined in the Sustainable Tourism Program. Both the investment in job creation as well as the beautification and improvement of infrastructure on the lagoon side of the Town Court in San Pedro are most welcome. While this project has taken a while in getting started due to changes in the layout, it is finally here, and I wish to express my most sincere gratitude on behalf of the residents of San Pedro to all those who invested their time and effort in making it a reality.
Honorable Manuel Heredia highlighted the importance of San Pedro in the tourism industry and the impact that the boardwalk will have.
We all know the very important role that San Pedro plays in the tourism industry in Belize. The tourism industry contributes over 25% of GDP, or approximately $500 million to our economy. Hence, we must approach our economic development, especially within this industry, in a very focused and deliberate manner. We must respond to the realities of the industry, keeping in tune with the market realities. This UDP administration, with the diligent work of the Ministry of Tourism and Culture, recently completed a short-term action plan in which my ministry will provide leadership, strategic direction, good governance, and oversight on all matters relating to the development of tourism and culture for and on behalf of the government of Belize. In this capacity, the ministry is expected to ensure that revenues are being efficiently utilized to support the national development plans, priorities as determined by the legislature, and to enhance transparency and accountability in the overall governance of the subsector we represent. I am elected as the Minister of Tourism and Culture and as a San Pedrano to stand before you all today and share in the unveiling of this milestone project for the continued beautification of Belize's top tourism destination, our charming Isla Bonita. Standing here, I have fond memories of my soccer days as one of the invincible Sacachispa players. At least in my mind, I was. As you know, my heart is rooted in San Pedro, deeply connected to the fishermen of the community, whom I am sure will also be well served by this project. I am very proud to have been a part of the significant growth and prosperity brought to San Pedro through both fishing and tourism. Today, San Pedro is breaking ground on a project which encompasses the elements that have so keenly shaped the lives of many San Pedranos. This is a project which promotes local employment of the waterfront, oversight, recreation, leisure and sporting activities, one which catalyzes commercial and tourism-related business opportunities for our local entrepreneurs. A unique new development that embraces our fishing heritage and the maritime function of the Back Lagoon, yet reflects the essence of modern-day San Pedro. The Sunset Boardwalk and Water Taxi Terminal will dramatically improve the aesthetic look of the lagoon frontage. It will consolidate water travel, enhance the visitors' overall experience, and give an impressive first impression as our guests arrive from Chetumal or other areas of Belize. It is our vision that this project will result in an increase in visitor frequency to San Pedro, hence contribute positively to the overall growth of Belize economy. I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of personnel from the Ministry of Tourism and Culture, the Sustainable Tourism Program, and the Belize Tourism Board responsible for bringing to fruition this important initiative. This is just one of 4 major infrastructure projects being implemented under the STP presently underway. The Cayo Welcome Center and street work of Unborn Avenue in San Ignacio, the construction of a new municipal pier and plaza at Placencia Point, and the Belize City 4-point pedestrian walk. The San Pedro component may be one of the last to come on stream, yet it is the largest of the SDP investment.
The project has a bill of $11.4 million and is being funded by the Interdevelopment Bank and will take approximately 16 months to complete. Christy Mastry, mistress of ceremonies for the day's event, explained the details of the project.
What's really interesting is that it is the same local users, the same local residents, and the same local owners who house these piers, who have also turned from the fishing sustainability into the tourism sustainability now. So it's great that it's being passed on by the same group of users who are gaining a lot from these improvements out here today. So that's something that we need to say, that it really is engaging a lot of the local residents. So that was one of the key issues in the design and the stakeholder sessions. So really, the project is made up of 3 main components: the Fisherman's Promenade and Sunset Boardwalk, which will extend here all the way north to where the actual Holchan Pier ends. The rehabilitation of the Sacachispas football field, which we are standing in front of today, which will be expanded out into the lagoon to regain the land area where the road cuts off, in order to allow for full access through the road right behind us today as a through traffic street on the island. And of course, encourage cultural and local events that happen here, which already happen here. And then of course the water taxi terminal and platform, and that's really to engage more properly both the local and international traffic that we're seeing with boat and immigration and customs standpoint, and all the proper logistics that need to take place for that to expand. So we're looking at about 800 linear feet of paved landscape for the promenade and boardwalk, over 10,000 square feet of leasable replacement piers, which we will be rebuilding all of the wooden piers that you're seeing out here today. We'll have access for boat launching, 3 boat launch areas, 1 offloading pier structures to service the community as well, a complete upgrade and paving of Shark Street roadway, which is behind us as well, and a replacement of all the and standardization of all of the sheds that you see housed on the piers right now. The Sacachispas football field will include the reclamation of the lagoon in order to shift, as I mentioned, the actual field westward so that this can become a through traffic street at all times. And the development of a new waterfront area with vending structures serving all the boat arrivals as well, new public restrooms, and a secure field with a new wall with entry control as well. And also to provide for hurricane protection for boats. So should they need to dry dock during any hurricane times, this will provide kind of a safe haven for dry dock as well. The water taxi terminal and platform is over 20,000 square feet, which will house local and international water travel. We'll be able to house both customs and immigrations on the pier itself, along with some vending opportunities, public restrooms, 8 vending structures that will be out there, and then shaded seating as well as lighting, trash cans, and other landscaping features. So those are the real components of the project.
RGB Construction was a company who won the contracting bid for the work. They were on hand for the official groundbreaking along with Honorable Minister of Tourism Manuel Heredia Jr., Mayor of San Pedro Town Danny Guerrero, and CEO of the Ministry of Tourism Tracy Panton. The project is set to commence next month.